He was God's chosen king, but he committed a terrible crime. Imagine a man chosen by God, loved by millions, remembered as a hero. And yet, he committed adultery and arranged a man's death. This is not a movie. This is the true story of King David. Stay until the end, because his story reveals the dark side of power, temptation, and the human heart. David did not start as a king. He was a simple shepherd boy, the youngest in his family, forgotten by everyone. When the prophet Samuel came to choose a new king for Israel, he didn't even consider David. But God said something shocking: man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. David was chosen not because of his power, but because of his heart. David became famous when he faced Goliath, a giant warrior feared by all Israel. Armed with only a sling and a stone, David defeated the giant. This moment turned him into a legend. People sang songs about him. He became a national hero. Eventually, David became king of Israel. He was powerful, respected, and blessed by God. But power changes people. As king, David had everything: wealth, armies, fame, women, and control. And one day, temptation came. While his army was at war, David stayed in Jerusalem. From his palace, he saw a beautiful woman bathing. Her name was Bathsheba. David desired her. He knew she was married to Uriah, one of his loyal soldiers. But he still summoned her to the palace. They slept together. And Bathsheba became pregnant. David panicked. He tried to hide his sin. He called Uriah back from the battlefield and told him to go home to his wife. But Uriah refused, saying it would be unfair while other soldiers were fighting. So David made a dark decision. He sent Uriah back to the front lines with a secret letter. The letter ordered the commander to place Uriah in the most dangerous position and then withdraw. Uriah was killed in battle. David took Bathsheba as his wife. He thought no one would know. But God knew. God sent the prophet Nathan to confront David. Nathan told a story about a rich man who stole a poor man's only sheep. David became angry and demanded punishment. Then Nathan said, "You are that man." David realized his sin. He confessed, repented, and begged God for forgiveness. Even though God forgave David, there were consequences. The child born from his sin died. His family was torn apart by violence and betrayal. His son Absalom rebelled and tried to kill him. David learned a painful lesson: forgiveness does not erase consequences. David was not just a villain or a hero. He was a complex human being. He loved God. He wrote psalms filled with faith and emotion. But he also had desires, weaknesses, and pride. His story shows that even the greatest believers can fall. Power, temptation, and secrecy can destroy anyone. King David's story is not ancient history. It is a mirror of modern leaders, celebrities, and powerful people. Many people rise from nothing, become famous, and then fall because of temptation. David teaches us that success does not guarantee morality. And being chosen by God does not make a person perfect. Despite his sins, David is remembered as a man after God's own heart. He repented sincerely. He accepted responsibility. From David's lineage came Solomon, and later, according to the Bible, Jesus Christ. His life proves that even broken people can be part of God's plan. David was a shepherd, a hero, a king, and a murderer. He experienced greatness and deep failure. His story asks a powerful question: what would you do if you had unlimited power? Would you remain faithful, or fall like David? Because the Bible shows us something uncomfortable, even the chosen can fall. But those who repent can rise again.